Let's go.
Hello, good day. Welcome. Today I'll be doing a review on the black and white set completely. So we look at the cards that I think would be useful and the cards that are of note in the set. So a short guide. So here we go. The set has 156 cards in it. So firstly, we will start with the smallest, which would be the actual energy from the set. So let's get over there. Again, this is an aggregate, so this is both the black and the white together. We have Prism energy here, so, and ignition energy here. So the ignition energy only works with evolution Pokemon and provides 3 colors energy, but it has to get discarded at the end of a turn. It still provides 1 color less to everything else, but this can actually add a lot of power to some evolution decks, especially those with some high energy cost for the attacks. So this could be very good. Also, it's going to be very good in Wog Trio, as you could actually get our turns mill off with just 1 card. Next here we have Prism Energy, which is a better luminous energy, as they don't jam when you put them together. So altogether, the ignition energy is really good for the evolution decks, as I said before, but the Prism energy that I'll bring up shortly is slightly better than luminous energy when it comes to basic Pokemon because they don't conflict. Okay, luminous energy actually doesn't work or turns off when there's another special energy attached. You can have multiple of the Prism energy on basic Pokemon and no problem. So slightly better use case there. So things like Iron Thorns and multiple mixes. Right, so now we're going to get into the items and tools from the set. We have the All Star Air Balloon back in standard, twice as good as a skateboard. We have the fossils, which usual fossil stuff for Archeop and Caracosta. They're kind of nice. Alright, next we have the Bravery Bangle. The Brave Bangle, which is going to be, in my opinion, one of the best cards in the set, especially as we have the 1 prize as ruling. So this is actually very powerful, especially with the rise of Ethan's Typhlosion decks, because this on Ethan's Typhlosion will carry up its attack to 310. So with Victini, that'll be 320, making it able to knock out a Dragapult with 1 hit. So we have Sharon, Retrain. We have this, which is a good card, but that two coin flip heads to get the energy really tough and not reliable. We have this here, which is a cross report heal to a Pokemon, but just 40. I can see this going in the Grimmsnarl decks, at least a 1-off. So just in case you reach the tipping point where you may lose your Pokemon because of your Frost Lasses, yeah, or even as a counter to it, but we'll see as time goes by. Harlequin, there's another card called Sharon, I believe, that does the same thing. Flip a coin. If tails, you get 3. If heads, you get 6 for you and your opponent. So, kind of fun card here. Hilda is amazing, and we'll definitely see play in things like Dragapult, as it brings both an energy, any energy, even special energies like Neo Upper and a Dragapult or a Dracloak. Can be in Charizard, can be in even some of these stage 1 builds. Also, it has this amazing full art and this really good SR. So, waifu cards always have price. Going to be sought after just like Brave Bangle. We have this. This is End's Plan. It could see play in some of the end decks as a way to bring back your double dark energy onto your End Zoroark after using the Damn Marathon attack. So, not bad, because we have Ends PP up to put energy on the bench Pokemon and then use Ends plan to get in front. That's a good plan. That's a decent plan. So, we'll see if this makes it into the end deck. And yeah, doesn't look that bad. We have return of Pokegear. Okay, so Pokegear going to be here for another 2 years. Love to see that. And this Professor Research here. We don't have a special art, but we do have the Master Ball, so that's still something. We of course we have the Tool Scrapper, which is in a debate right now if Tool Scrapper above Jamming Tower, as Tool Scrapper will get rid of the items actively, while Jamming Tower just stops the effects. But Jamming Tower actually stops the TMs, or temporary tools, from working, whereas this can't work on those because they are discarded in the end phase and doesn't stop the effects from going off. So like if you're using something like Evolution or De-Evolution, yeah. But it's a good card, a good swapping for certain decks, so we'll see. But yeah, that was the last item or supporter we have in here. So we'll move on to the Pokemon. But before that, I'm going to do it in reverse order because I am ADHD as fuck and I really don't want to just do it the regular way. But again, this is bravery thing. Definitely going to be expensive, especially that special art they have there. The Master Ball version of it. So if you pull one of those, just know that's a lot of money. So let's scroll all the way to the bottom and start looking at these. Not that much. Just about 100 Pokemon, and we'll just kind of skip over the vanilla ones. Oh, excuse me. So let's start off firstly with Zoroark, last Pokemon in Pokédex here. Here we go. See, that first attack does more damage for bench Pokemon, and that can be kind of good, especially in a format where we have Area 0 in the depths. But we have the first instance of that 3-cost attack, which Ignition Energy will help with, and allows you to steal an attack from one of your opponent's attacks. So there you go, good use case for the Ignition Energy. Decent card. Of a friend that's trying to build it, me not so much. There are a few other cards that are interesting in this set. There we go, Zoroark. Nothing too special about that. And we have Zekrom, where Zekrom and Reshiram have the same attacks basically, just different energy costs. Where that first attack for 50 with 2 colorless, and the second attack 130 and 50 more for each prize your opponent take. Zekrom has Eelektrik for the cost, and Reshiram has Fire. Is that 230, so that's reasonably bulky. It'll have some cute decks with it, but nothing to write home about. Nothing particularly special about Yan Mask and this. It moves damage, but there's a better Pokemon in the form of Dedenne that does the same thing while remaining a Terra, meaning can be damaged on the bench, and as a basic Pokemon, much easier than running a basic and then into a stage 1. So, cute effect, but better cards remain. Nothing special. Alright, we have Mandibuzz, which could force the opponent to play a weaker Pokemon on the bench, but again, there's no deck to definitely put this in yet, so it's one of those that you'll have to build around. So we'll see how that goes with the build around. But it's an interesting effect for sure, and just on a stage 1. And special. This has a very good art, but the effect of at a stage 2 to just on knockout just poison, no amplified poison or anything, or modified poison, doesn't really have that much of a punch. But as I said, the SR does look really good, so we'll let it slide. Nothing too special, nothing too special. Well, with this, the Electros is not actually a good one. It's Oi Dynamo is actually middle evolution form, stage 1, that allows you to bring back a basic electric energy to one of your bench Pokemon. So a lot of builds and tests to try and make a Turbo version of Hands using this to accelerate the electric energy, or even some Pikachu builds. There's also a Zoroark build where you hit 210 on the bench. Term EXs, so that's an interesting one. And don't forget, all of the Pokemon with from black and white block have an SIR. This is actually pretty good. It gets 58 points for each rock energy attached, meaning it can get unreasonably bulky, but it'll take a bit of work. So if it does have only rock energy on it, that's extra 200 points to carry it to 340. That's not bad at all. Did you work that out? Oh, I misread that. I thought it was going to cost less in the attack. I didn't realize the attack does less damage. Could have been a good card, but not so much. Poor fucking shame. Sawk and him were actually pretty vibe in the game. Yeah, nothing too special on this either. We have this though. This is Emboar, which is the fire counterpart to Baxcalibur, as it has the same effect, but fire energy, so attach fire energy to any Pokemon any way you like. Definitely going to see some decks with this. It has an amazing SR line, so those are going to be expensive ones. The regular ones should be reasonably cheap, but this one definitely going to be pricey. After looking through this, I think I'll just do a price check and a price tracking on cards from this set, and let's see how it goes. There we go. Like I said, really good SIRs there. This is a interesting effect to like evolve all Pokemon on your bench, but on a stage 2, a lot you're asking there. And I think the middle form is stage 1 also does it, but just for one Pokemon. So, interesting premise. You could definitely do some stuff with it. Alright, we have this. Increases the attack damage by 20. And it didn't say it doesn't stack, so it's going to be pretty good. But again, stage 2, so nothing interesting. Oh, this evolves. It evolved on your first, and if it has. Oh, the other one. Alright. Well, this one isn't good, but there's actually one that poisons and swaps, so that could be useful. Alright. 90 damage infected by weakness, but only to EXs. So that's almost useless. Because I thought you might be able to use this to kill one prizes, but damn. Not helpful at all. They did Sawk and Throh Rel 13 this set by. Thought it would be like the epic duo here, but ooh, there we go. That discard 2 cards, and when they handle extra damage, that's actually pretty decent. Pretty decent. Can do something with that. And again, nice SIRs. So, in terms of playables, there are very few, but in terms of just artwork, there are lots. There you go, Reshiram, we already went through this. 50 damage, second attack, fire, swapping for electric, and 50 more for each prize your opponent has taken. There's some presents, not bad, because there's actually something that can evolve you all the up in town pheasant. That's not bad at all. Bishop, Pony Lad. Not even spectacular attack. It's an example of a really good builder, right? If you could figure out how to use it, that focus energy into Hyper Fang for 240 is actually pretty good, especially on one prizer. But the 2 turn star attack is really rough. Think about it. That might look like a decent build around. Yeah, some good cards. They have some nice SIRs, but None to write home about. This is actually another Iron Bundle, so Force Gust, but they get to choose. Thought at least they'd be a little stronger, but nothing else. Alright, my top pick is still Meloetta, because of that ability that allows it to attack on the first turn, while we have TM Evolution in the format. Broken. Go first with this, TM Evolution, evolve up your Drippy into Dracloaks, evolve up into any number of things on your first turn. That's amazing, because your opponent won't be able to evolve on their first turn. Like this Litwick card. Because the common thing here is that the SIRs are really, really amazing, but not all of them are actually really, really useful. So, that's about it. Nice attack, but it costs too much. So, this is actually pretty decent, but the issue is we have Volcarona that does the same thing for free. 10 damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon. Okay, would have been good in Pocket, but not in the current format. We already have monkeys and that sort of thing, so but that's some amazing SIR. Reduce damage at stacks. Again, good, but it's on a stage 2, so can't expect too much. The other half here. He also evolves on first turn. Okay, that's interesting. Bring 5 Pokemon energy. No with the risk. Ooh, this is another good card that I saw during my pulls. It is basically a pseudo unfair stamp on a Pokemon once inactive once per turn. This could be pretty good. If we can find a way to consistently evolve it, that'd be nice. And we have this boy here, this Genesect EX. The illustrations for these are going to be skyrocketing with both the Archilodon and Golden Godex that were dominating are doing pretty well. Even though Ethan Typhlosion would be a problem for them, really nice. And we have this here, new King of Block. No items, no tools. A few stick-ins in like Gardevoir and a few other psychic decks. But a standard deck may come out on its own. So you'll see if any pros building it, because usually people follow them. I already have a deck with this, but hey, might get a more efficient build. This is a pretty cute card. That first attack actually got to me. It moves your energy from your active Pokemon to their bench Pokemon. So for those things that need multiple energy, where energy count throws them off, this is super irritating. But it's really, really good. Just 5 to 10, a less good Pikachu. So yeah. Oh, only 20 more. So maybe 20 each. If it was 20 each, might have been way better. Because you have a lot of useless ants in the format right now. Alright. Best we could do. Shred as an attack. It's fine. Pretty decent, but nothing to write home about. We have Hydreigon with some amazing ability and a shitty attack. But there are things like Crisis Punch and Blindside that make this really good. You could use Blindside with Ignition Energy and hit a bench Pokemon that's already damaged and get extra prizes, or Crisis Punch when your opponent's on 1 prize, where you can take up to 3 prizes if you hit the right EX for 280, I believe. And because it's of this ability, you'll get an extra prize. That'll be spectacular. But I'm sure somebody will try to skate up fucking hill and put all this energy on it just to lose it, because 5 energy is like half the energy count in a lot of the recent decks. So we'll see how that goes. I still prefer the Terra Hydreigon, but this 110, amazing. Again, SIRs. Really, really good SIRs. So that might be a pretty penny as well. Let's see how far we need it up. Again, like these arts are amazing, even though so many cards are less than useful. Like this Beartic is nothing to write home about, but the SIR is amazing. I really like these white cards and the white backgrounds. So I think I might start doing those as my collection. But pretty good. Another damage reduction. The Blitzel. Go back. It's actually really nice. Look at this. But wait till you see Zebra Strike. It's so good. Look at this. Like that black on white. Reminds me of Storm from the X-Men. It's amazing. Again, wouldn't be like too pricey, but might have a pretty penny. But we'll see how that goes. But I personally really like this card. So I try to collect Beartic, Cubchoo, and that Zebra Strike. Alright, and we have Archeops here. Really nice effect. But again, it's a stage 2. And only de-evolving by 1 is not too good. Considering you have it on a tool. But maybe something happen. A bit of protection, so none too big. And the attack not good enough for 3 energy. Again, and also a stage 2. Too much going against it. But yeah. Let's get to my favorite card from the set and my biggest sleeper, Almola. I honestly believe that this card is going to be sleeper and broken. That ability it has there allows you to play any basic Pokemon 70 or less from your discard pile back to your bench. So if there's a recurable Pokemon that does something special, this could be the send for that. So we'll see how this goes. But I still have a feeling that this is going to be a creeper when something broken gets put back in the format. So we'll see. Because even now you can still use it to recurve Budew and a few other things. Mimikyu, that kind of stuff. But there's something that'll be coming. This is too powerful effect to just leave alone. But we'll see. And that should be the entire set. I will do a follow-up video concerning just the prices of the SIRs that are named that I personally think will go up. And do a price check on the most expensive cards in the set. Obviously going to be the Zekrom and Reshiram, white and black. But we'll still give it a chance. You never know, might have something else instead that will be at least close. Well, I forgot the red Victini, but well, let's see how well the creepers will go up. Because the set hasn't officially been released yet. But that's fine. But either way, thanks for tuning in and getting my bit of a hair in and that air. But those cards are listed, keep an eye on them. They should see moderate play, they'll see moderate price, and just want to give you a heads up. So I hope you all enjoy your night. Hope you all have a good one. Until next time, tuning out. Bye.